You're on this show that is quite unique. What made you want to get on the show?
The $1 million. I really obviously need money. So I was like, all I have to do is break out of a house. That sounds pretty doable. I felt like I had good odds. So that and obviously wanted to be on Hulu and ABC Disney Entertainment Television because hello. So those two things were pretty. I didn't really ask much after that. I heard $1 million and Hulu, and I said, yes, please.
Why not? Exactly. Now, you're on this show, and I guess from watching the show, there seemed to already be a perception about you, reputation precedes you. So you get into the show and you're being labeled already, right? How did you decide you want to get in there, navigate that arena?
Yeah, when I got cast for the show, I had a call with the executive producer. I said, well, like, do you want me to be in there making drama like these other producers and like stirring it up? And they're like, no, no, just compete. Like, just try to win the money. So if you're not paying me extra to like create conflict, it's energy I don't have. So usually that's part of like my fee going into a show is like, okay, I'm gonna do this and it sacrifice whatever how I'm gonna look on TV to try to better a show. But in this scenario, they were just like, no, literally just try to get the money. I was like, oh, this is like vacation. So um I didn't feel like playing a villain or acting negative towards anyone would be helpful. Looking back, maybe it would have. I don't think so. I think your best bet is to be make alliances, and nobody wants to make alliances with like the bad guy.
I feel like watching the show, I feel like people maybe thought, oh, yeah, this sounds good. And maybe they didn't think it was as hard as it was, but I was just like, how? It was looking at it thinking, I don't ever want I know $1 million is good, but I'm like, dang. So how did you have a strategy trying to, I mean, no spoiler alerts, of course, but you got to share with us some of those trials and tribulations trying to get out.
Yeah, it became like it started feeling crazy. Like it started feeling impossible. And I even in my heart, I didn't even believe the people got out. Like I started being in a conspiracy that is part of the game where they let them out because it felt pretty impossible that all of a sudden they just got out. I was like, I guess that's the game. Things people made mistakes and try, but it felt impossible. Once, like looking back, I don't think I could have done anything differently.
Right.
It's so I think that's why it's so good because it's just like a mouse race or like one of those like I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
it's
I
just
know what you mean. You're in a mouse trap and you're trying to get out, but then you go back in
yeah.
and it's like a circle.
Hit the red button. Hit the red button. Yeah. Oh. Woo. So
What did you learn about yourself doing this show? Like, what did you come away with thinking, okay, on all levels, whether it was character-wise, content-wise, or what did you feel like the value was doing it, regardless of money?
uh that I can be more of like a people person. Like in my regular life, I would never want to share a bathroom with six strangers with, no, eating 3 meals a day. It's been a while since I've had to do that. And I've always done it with my wife, Heidi. So it was a lot to like have her always in those settings because it didn't matter. But when it's just you know, you really have to like live with a bunch of strangers and get along and not sure exactly what I learned, but I, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, well,
I learned I
that's all
really
right.
care. I really care about money.
Okay, well, that's an answer right there. So
Yeah.
before I leave, one last question. If you can describe the show in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Can't get out.
That's a great answer. Well, I don't know how you guys did it. Thank you for sharing that show with us. It just stressed me out way too much. So, but again, well,
Talking
job
about
well
it.
done.
Yeah, talking
It
about
was
it now. I'm like,
all right.
oh.
It was bless your heart. That's all I could say.